Hey, what's up everyone? Susie Phillips here, and it's been a while since my last YouTube video, and I know a lot of you have been asking why I have been missing in action. Here's the deal. I have been super busy, and I mean really busy, trading with my Discord group and mentoring some really awesome new day traders. We've been working really hard, and we've actually just wrapped up our own private small account full group challenge. And we didn't make it public on YouTube, but you guys are gonna love this. Our tiny $500 account turned into over $31,000 in just 8 days. You heard that right, $31,000. And this isn't about hype. It's about proving that a solid strategy can work even in the toughest market conditions. But now it's time to get back to YouTube. And I'm kicking things off with another small account challenge. And this time I'll be turning $500 into $25,000 in less than a month in the middle of a crazy bear market, because I know there's a way to win even when it feels like the market is stacked against you. So I know the market's been pretty scary lately, and with all the news, whether it's Trump's tariffs or the huge daily swings that we've been seeing, it's really easy to feel like just sitting on the sidelines and not trading at all. But I'm here to tell you right now, more than ever, there are amazing opportunities every single day if you know where to look and if you know how to play it. And in fact, today's trade with UPXI is a perfect example of how to capitalize on really big moves, even while the market is tanking. I mean, after all, today the Dow was down over 1,100 points at one point today. But this little momentum stock made a very impressive 700% profit gain before finally settling down. And a bunch of us in our little trading group, we were able to ride almost all of that move all the way to the top. So yeah, I'll get into the full breakdown of how we were able to identify and trade this particular stock and I'll get into that in just a minute. Now, as for what I have been up to with my Discord group, one of the best parts of being in my Pro Trader mentoring program is the live trade alerts and the real-time guidance that I give my students. We focus on smart, calculated entries, and my group gets alerts as soon as those opportunities are identified, just like we did with UPXI today. In fact, I sent out an alert for this trade at around 6:13 a.m. Mountain Time. So our special Discord alerts had our group in the loop the whole time, so that everyone could jump in with confidence. Okay, so let's dive into today's trade. Our very first trade in this bear market small account challenge. At 6:13 a.m. Mountain Time, my AI alert flagged UPXI in our private Discord alert at 6:13 a.m. Mountain Time. And here's what I liked about UPXI and the reason I decided to trade it. The Discord alert came in right after it tested an important technical level on the daily chart of $6, which had not only been a long-term resistance level on the daily chart, but also the 200 EMA on the daily chart, which I marked with this yellow technical level on my minute chart. So seeing price breaking above the daily 200 EMA, that's a big deal. I knew I had a technical breakout opportunity and a signal to plan for a low-risk, high-probability entry. Also, this one had news of a private placement offering with big institutional investors. Now guys, when a company does a private placement, especially with institutional investors, it often signals that sophisticated investors have thoroughly vetted the company and they believe in its future growth potential. Since these investors are typically more informed and strategic, their involvement suggests that they believe the company has strong growth prospects or that the stock is undervalued at the time of the placement. This is often seen as a vote of confidence, which can help reassure both current and potential investors that the company's future looks promising. So knowing all of this, I allowed price to prove this yellow level, which, as I said, represents the daily 200 EMA level, And as soon as buyers poured in just above this line, that's where I took my entry. My entry was $6.35, and I did that at 6:36 a.m. Mountain Time. Since I was starting this challenge with only $500, I was able to buy 78 shares. And remember, even small share size like this, trades can really add up quickly. Then price very quickly soared through the $8.40 Discord level, which is where we saw the first slight pullback. And my traders know that as long as price holds the level just below the reached target and the seller volume on the pullback remains lower than the buyer volume when it reached the target, then that tells us to stay with the trade to the next targets. Then price pushed quickly to the $10.90 critical Discord level before pulling back. Again, we monitored the seller volume during the pullback to ensure that seller volume stayed lower than this climbing volume. And as you can see, each volume bar on this seller pullback became shorter and shorter until the sellers dried up and buyers stepped back in and resumed the trend. At this point, price kind of took its time climbing these levels here that it had skipped through on the initial climb up. It slowly proved each one of these along this extended bull flag pattern, all while volume profile continued to be on our side, assuring us to stay with the trade. And as you can see, price continued to prove each level on its way up to that $19.50 critical target, which was identified in our Discord group, and that's where I sold because the volume profile started to indicate trend weakening and potential breakdown. But along this trend, you can see price also held the 34 EMA all the way to $19.50. So this was a very clean, easy to follow trend using our strategy. So that's where I sold all 78 shares at the $19.50 critical target for a total profit of $1,025.70. And I did that with only 78 measly shares, bringing my small $500 account balance to $1,525.70 in my very first trade in this bear market challenge. Today's trade lasted 106 minutes, and this was a perfect example of why sticking to the plan really matters. It's all about timing, knowing when to enter and when to sell. So that's a wrap for this first trade of this bear market small account challenge. And thanks so much for spending a couple of minutes with me today, and hopefully you learned a couple of things. And be sure and subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of our amazing free educational content the minute I upload it. And you'll learn as I break down each and every trade in this new bear market small account challenge, where we're going to be taking $500 all the way up to $25,000 profit in less than a month. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any updates. And if you want to take your trading to the next level, join our Pro Traders group at MomentumStockTraders.com. And here's what you get when you join the Pro Traders Mentoring Program. Live trade guidance on every single trade that we take every day. I'll be there with you every step of the way, guiding you through real trades in real time. You'll get access to my private Discord channel where all of those amazing AI-assisted alerts are given well before the big moves happen. You'll get exclusive trade setups, trade alerts on the most profitable moves of the day, every day, long before they happen, so that you have time to plan and execute your trades perfectly and profitably every time. You'll get trade analysis, trade reviews, cutting-edge tools, and I send you alerts based on my strategies, always ahead of the game. But the best part of all is you get personal one-on-one mentoring from me personally. You'll have everything you need to make smarter trading decisions, and you'll start seeing real positive results in your own trading, no matter what the market's doing. So if you're ready to get started today, the link is in the description below, or just go to MomentumStockTraders.com. We've got some amazing traders in our group, and they're already seeing amazing success and exceeding their expectations. So if you're serious about learning to thrive in a bear market, let's do it. And thanks so much for watching. Happy trading, everyone. And remember, stay focused, stay disciplined, and let's grow those small accounts together.